Hello everyone, very good evening. Am I audible to all of you and am I visible to all of you? Arnav, Deepa, Sachin, Garima, Mishita, Nithila, Rovantika, Deepa. Okay, we have some more people have to join. Okay, Divakar is joining now. How is everyone? You are able to guys speak someone so that I can see, I can hear you also. Any one of you can speak, please. I can't hear anyone as of now. Anyone? Someone just speak. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. No, I just wanted to see whether my audio works both way or not. Perfect. Thank you, Divakarji. Guys, why no one spoke? Arnav, Deepa, Nithila, Misila, no one spoke. Only Divakarji came last and he spoke. Sorry,
sir.
I am surprised. What? So let's start. Okay. So guys, today is day 3. First time we have discussed about arrangement of the boards and knowing each pieces. Second day we learned which are the legit moves, what moves every piece can do. Before we start today's thing, answer me 3 questions or 5 questions. How much you understand? Let's see. Because I believe if you forgot, you are still watching the videos and there's a quiz there, you are doing it. Some few questions I put, 4 or 5 questions I think in every video. So do that. So answer me 5 questions and let's see how many of you know that. You can answer either on chat or you can speak. Anyone tell me why castling is required? Why castling is done and what is castling? Any one of you?
To protect the king.
To protect the king, Ruvantika. Good. And is castling mandatory? Nishita, is castling mandatory or not choice?
No, sir.
Not mandatory. And what 2 types of castling are there, Nithila?
Long casting and short casting.
Long castling and short castling. Good. So everybody is clear about what is castling, why castling is to be done, and how castling has to be done. Right? Anybody, any question on any of the piece movement? Let me ask you one more question. What is the drawback with pawns? What is the negative point about pawns? Apart from, see, pawn is a minor piece. But other than what is the negatives about pawns?
It cannot come backwards.
That's good. That's very nice, Divakarji. They cannot come backwards. Which pieces can move only to one color squares? Either they go to only blacks or they go to only whites.
Bishop.
Bishop. Correct? Good. Tell me true or false. King can always move in every condition only one place. True or false? Divakari say false. Arnav says false. Arnav, why it's false?
If there is a move, a piece there, it can't move.
So my question was, king can move only one place, always. And many of you say false. Tell me, Achintya, why? Divakar, anyone please. Is it true or
Sir,
false?
in castling, it moves 2 places.
Exactly. That's why it's false. Because usually it moves one piece, but in castling it can move more than one. Another question is, can king move without getting a check? Or king can move only when king is checked upon? Tell me. We are going to talk about check today. Can king move whenever king wants? Or king can move only when there is a check? Any idea? Without check also can move? Anywhere it wants, anywhere. Perfect. So let's first understand today's is a very important, the most important class you can say of the whole 7-week program. Okay, today is the most important class. If somebody misses it, they have to watch video. First, we are going to talk about, first 5 minutes, we're going to talk about check. Second, we're going to talk about EN-PESSANT. One of the very critical, very difficult move, EN-PESSANT. And then we are going to discuss some basic, this is my own way of saying 3-way rule, 3-question rule. And then I'm going to tell you some strategies, how to build your game develop. And this strategy part will go for actually next 3 or 4 or 5 classes. Today we'll start with basic and we'll go and go on. So think about all this strategy. These strategies are not mandatory. It's a pointers for you. Okay. So let's understand first what is chat. Now everybody is able to play the game, right? I think Rubantika was only could not see. So Rubantika, do you want to share your screen if possible? Quickly, let me just check 1 second and then we can
Okay, sir.
just share your screen quickly. I just unmute. I have just given the permission. Share your computer screen with log into the account quickly. That not this. See, my game is there, na Rakesh Agrawal. Click on that. You are able to move there, right? Rubantika? So you are able to see, right? You are able to move here, right? Yes, my game is there with you, correct? So when you click on then submit, okay? Understood, Rubantika? This is correct.
Sir, but you are white and she is black, right? Sir, I
There are
can't
two
move.
games. No, there are two games. Rubantika, let me show my screen, okay? So let me show my screen now. Okay? You just unshare.
Okay, sir.
Unshare, okay? So let me show you my screen to everyone. See, many people have started moving. This is my desktop. This is my chess on the web. So Rubantika, if you see, okay, as of now I have to move this many games. Rubantika, one game is these are your games. You're not moved aeropo. And this is your game. So if you click on this 127757 game, here you are white, I am black. So first you have to move here, okay? And the next game, Rubantika, is this one where 5-6. Here I already moved. No, you have to move. You are black, I am white. So both the games are waiting on you, Rubantika. Got it? So only use this account. No, move whatever you want. Once you move, then I'll get chance, then I'll move. Like I have to
Sir,
move.
I'm trying to move, sir, but I can't move.
Why can't you move means what? What is the problem?
Sir, I'm clicking the coins.
I'll tell you how to move, okay? Say suppose, okay, Divya started a game, okay, I'm just moving. He put this. And suppose if I want to start with say I not thought about it, but say I want to start with Queen's opening. Click on the piece, click here, and then submit. That's it.
Sir, I'm clicking, sir, but it's not coming.
No, it won't work. Okay, so after the class you talk to me because it is working same way. I saw your game, right? You just click on the game, click on the game, click on the piece and move. Okay. After the class, talk to me. Okay, again. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. So guys, let's first talk about. Okay, so good thing is many people have started moving. If you see, there are still many people have to move, but if you see many people, you see Garima ji has already done 5 moves. We are together. Arnav has done 9 moves and 12 moves. Deepa has done 10 moves and 5 moves. Nithila, Mishi, Achintya, good. So keep moving, okay? But
Sir?
because when you start moving, yes, please, Divakar.
Sir, sir, I am also having some problem. If you can please allow me for
Tell
the
me.
screen sharing.
Yes, please. Share the screen. We'll talk about guys 5 minutes because everybody should be able to play first and then under.
So like it happens like this.
Yeah. So now click on the. Okay. So again, go to my games first. No, down. My games. Now, which game you want to move? First or second?
Sir,
First one. Suppose. Click
okay,
on
let
any
me
game.
go with the first one. Yes.
Okay. So now, suppose you want to start with what?
For example, I take this pawn.
Click on this. Rubantika, please watch what I'm doing. No, just click on that. Don't do anything. Click on that.
Okay, I am dragging.
Nothing drags. Rubantika, understood? Can you show again, Divakarji? Just
Yes, just click it and
then click on the place where
then
you
click
want
on
to
the
move.
block. Yes.
Rubantika, understood?
Yes, sir.
You click on the piece you want to move, and then click on the empty square where you want to move. That's it. Good, Divakarji. You solved the problem.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Anybody, any question about games, how to move, or any problem? Technicality we'll talk about now, but in terms of software problem, everything is okay? Good. And guys, come on screen. I'm on screen. Divakar is screen. What? No one else. Okay. People come on screen. What the? Yes, Nithila is there. Let's see. Everybody come on screen. Yes, Achintya. So today, let's first talk about what do you mean by. So let me again share my screen. I am going to use my website. I am going to tell you about what is AIWCF in the end of the class. Okay, so don't leave. So this is my
Sir.
AWCM. Yes, please.
Sir, I can't click the coins.
So Nitila, Rubatika, we are going to talk about the class, okay? In the end of the
Okay,
class,
sir.
so that everybody doesn't don't wait. So what we're going to do now is, suppose say I want to show you something. Say I want something where I not started a game. Where is that? Say where is my white or something? None. I want some game where. Okay, suppose they take this one. Oh, okay. So wait, because I cannot use my live games, I can use one of my. Where is the M series here? M series. Take this one. And this is what I want, right? Let's start with this. Now, today first we're going to talk about what is check. Some of you will be knowing it, but many of you, if your question are, what is check means? Check is the biggest thing in the chess. You know, we do checkmate, right? Anybody want to tell you what do you mean by check? Anyone? What do you mean by check?
Check is the, sir, we can say attack on the king.
Attack on the king. So now I'll tell you, we should always, again, I'm not starting the strategy first. First, let me understand what the meaning of check. So check means your king is being attacked. Someone is attacking the guys. Come on screen, everyone, please. So your king is getting attacked. How? I'll give you example. Suppose I have mode not this. Suppose I have mode like this, okay? And suppose say I'm just getting a space for suppose somebody like that. Then suppose I had done like this. Again, these are very bad moves, but I'm doing it, okay? Then somebody like this. Then I moved something. Okay, no, I had to reset. Let me give more easy one. What the check means? Suppose say I done this first. Somebody done this first. Now, if somebody plays this, see where is bishop attacking? To the king, right? What is black doing to me? The black bishop is attacking the king. That is known as bishop is giving the check to my king, or bishop is giving check. Now, in this case, guys, I cannot move anything. Suppose I want to move this pawn, no, it will not allow. It is against the rule because because what is the objective of the game? The objective of the game is your king should be defended, right? So somebody attacking your king now, if you try to move any other move, it's not possible, right? Because you lose the game. That is why some of the player, if suppose they are getting attacked or checked, if they try to move any other pieces, it will not work. The only pieces will work which will defend the king. Now, if you do this, it will work. Why? Because no king is defended. Or if you do this, it will work. Why? Because king is defended. If you do this, it will work. Got it? What is? So some people I have contacted me and say, okay, they're not able to make move because if the king is attacked, you cannot move any other move except defend the king. Is everyone clear what is the check means and what moves are allowed? Only those moves are allowed. And can king comes to here? No. Here? No. So why cannot come to D2? Because if you move to D2, your king is still attacked. So you lose. So you cannot. So in this case, what you have to do? You have to defend your king. Is everyone understood what I said? Now tell me one more, okay? Let me reset again. This time you will tell me what are the options king has. Suppose I moved this. Suppose somebody moved this. I am just giving you some idea, okay? Suppose I moved this. Very bad play. Somebody moved, say this. Again, I am playing very badly. Suppose somebody played this. I'm just going to show you what all. Then somebody played, not this. Say this one. I'm just trying to show you. Suppose I played this. Very bad move again. Somebody played something, say something. Now I played this also. Now tell me, Now, is queen giving checkmate to the king or not? Yes, everyone. Nithila, Achintya, Deepa, Garima. Queen is giving the check. Now, everybody tell me one by one what all move I can do to defend the king, to prevent the check or to get away with the check. One by one. Who want to tell me first? Divyesh.
Bishop
Bishop to
F2.
Bishop to F2. Very good, Divyesh. Super. Very good. Who else? Tell me, Nithila. What else I can do? So if I do Bishop to F2, E2, my king is saved for a moment. Tell me
Yeah.
anyone else. Nithila, tell me.
Queen to
Queen to
E2.
Very nice. Thank you. Nithya, tell me, Achintya.
Sir,
Knight to G2.
Knight to G2. Not G2. E2. G2 will not work, right? E2. Nuvantika, you are saying something? I'll come to Divakarji now. Tell me, Nuvantika, you are saying something?
sir, the bishop can come to E3.
Very good. Bishop also can. So see how many moves are there? Bishop can, but these are all very bad moves, but I'm telling you how to do it, okay? Good. Any other move anybody can think of? Or that's enough? So we saw one by this bishop. We saw by this. We have seen this. We have seen, sorry, this is like this one. Let me try one more, okay? Yes, Nithila, ask me.
Sir, can't we move the king to F2?
There was no space, right? You can move king also. If there is a space, you can move king also. You are right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try one more. Suppose I moved this. Somebody moved this. Suppose then I moved, say, just trying to make very bad moves so that I can get a check. Somebody moved this. I not killed this. I not captured. Again, I made very, say, bad move. Somebody again put this. No, again I made very bad move and somebody put this. Now tell me, is my king checked or not?
Yes.
Tell me, Divakarji, what moves we can do?
So we
Okay,
move-
so Divakarji, one thing.
Yeah.
Guys, everybody think, Divakarji, just wait a second. Everybody think and tell me, can we save the king now without moving any pieces, without moving the king or no? Because knight is giving the check.
No, sir.
No.
So that's the point. Let's tell you, Divakarji.
So we can only move the king in this circumstance.
In this
What
case,
I am
only
able
king
to
has to
understand.
be moved because knights are, that's why very important. When
Yes.
knight is attacking, you have to move the king. There is no other choice. No one can defend. So tell me, Divakarji, where can king move? To
It can either go to F1, F2,
F1,
or F2,
F2,
or E2.
E2. Very good. There are only three moves, guys. Yes, I can kill this for a moment. But suppose it was here. Then, obviously, I can go only 1, 2, and 3. So my purpose was, everybody understood what the mean by check. So, are you clear that if you are under check, you cannot move any other pieces except defending the king? Please ask me any question, anyone. Clear? Any piece can do, suppose if I put like this, say, you know, pawn also can be, suppose take some hypothetical situation. My king was here. My pawn was here. Is pawn checking the king or not?
Yes.
Because pawn always captures diagonally, not straight. So this time also, can tell me everybody, can king capture this pawn or not?
Yes. No. No.
Why no? And why yes?
Queen is there.
Queen is there.
That's the point.
Pawn
So
is
that is
backed by
another thing. If you try to capture, no, queen is there, which is guarding this. So you can't. Because finally king should not be captured, right? Otherwise you lose the game. And when king is captured or there is a position for king to capture, it means checkmate, right? Is everyone understood check? What is the meaning of check? So that is why, just to complete this topic, suppose You make this move, somebody make this move, then you make say this move, and somebody put the queen. And now if I want to move this, say knight, your system will not allow you.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you're playing on the board, and if both the player doesn't know rule, that is different thing, right? If both the player doesn't know the rule, then on the actual board, it is allowed. That's why it's very important to know the rules. See, in the software system, online system will stop you. But in actual games, nobody will help you to rules, right? You should know. That is why you cannot move. You have to move only those moves which can help king to defend. Good. That is about checking. Now, very important thing. I told you the last thing is EN-PESSANT. So EN-PESSANT is not a very easy thing. But if you understand very clearly, EN-PESSANT rule can. This is like very rare time, but people use it. I've used it a lot of time. What is EN-PESSANT? It's a French word. EN-PESSANT means while passing in English. Okay. So listen very carefully what EN-PESSANT means and when can you use it, because there's a lot of confusion. EN-PESSANT is only for pawns. EN-PESSANT means while passing. And before I explain this, tell me one thing, because I'll tell you what is the reason of EN-PESSANT. Tell me, if I move this pawn, then somebody move this pawn. If I move this pawn, can this pawn go ahead? No, right?
No.
So either it has to capture some pawn nearby or this pawn also there. Otherwise, not possible. Any pawn, suppose say, even if I say like this, I move like this, somebody moves like this. Other people, and suppose I move this now. This pawn can be captured, right? Means what? When pawns are there, they always have the opportunity to get captured, correct? EN-PESSANT is follow that philosophy. That is why EN-PESSANT rule was introduced. What does it mean? Listen very carefully now. What EN-PESSANT mean is, you know, first time pawn can move two places, right? Everybody agree?
Hmm.
Now, take a situation. Suppose I moved this, somebody moved this. Suppose then, say, let me give another example. Say, I moved this, somebody moved this. Okay, I done something. Somebody, this is not important. Now listen very carefully. Okay, you see the board situation now. EN-PESSANT can happen only when, suppose this pawn is moving two places. Okay, this pawn is doing first type two places. So because of that, this pawn is losing the opportunity to capture this, right? The black pawn on the right side lost the opportunity to capture this white, so it can capture. At that time, this is gone. That is EN-PESSANT. I'll repeat again. But it happened only once at the same move. I'll give you a lot of examples. Okay, let's try again. Something is here. Something is here. Say, suppose, say, wait. Suppose something is here and this captured. Now, suppose this white moved two places. So this black has lost the opportunity to capture this, right? So this black can capture this. But suppose black decided to do some other move. No, next time it cannot capture now. It only at that moment only one move. First of all, it only happened when black or white is moving two moves. But at the same move, you cannot do later. Later is gone. Only at the same moment. When you're moving the two moves, then only it can be captured. I'll explain again. Some board position is there. Something has happened, say it's gone here. White has kept, black has captured this, right? Now listen carefully. Now, if this moves here, so black will say, I captured EN-PESSANT, this is gone. But at that time, if black moves anything else other move, then that opponent, next time he cannot do. So it should happen. First thing is whenever the opponent moves two pieces, secondly, it was you are passing through, and the same move you have to do that. No, please ask me. I know it's difficult. Please ask me. As many doubts as you have.
Excuse me, sir.
You cannot kill knight d-pawn. No. You have to capture only that pawn. EN-PESSANT is only about pawn with pawn. But a very good question. Ask me one thing. Ask everybody one by one question, please.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Nithila.
If there is some other pieces in F3, so can the pawn come to that place?
Let's say this is here. Something we moved here.
Yeah.
Something moved here. Now tell me what you want to say.
You captured that pawn was in.
See, as of now, normal game is happening. No, white has to move. White has not moved the pawn. White has moved something. That's fine. Okay, no, white has to move. White has not moved this pawn. Suppose the white has moved this pawn. You can do anything. You can always play normally what you're playing. But the moment white moves two places, passing this. The point is this. The moment is white passes to this black, and black lost the opportunity to capture this. That is not an EN-PESSANT. At the time, only black can capture this white, only the pawn, nothing else. If he want to do EN-PESSANT. If he doesn't want to, normal game is okay. Now ask me what was your question, Nithila.
So the white was in F4, right?
So, no, as of now, white is in F2. No, tell me, as of now, F2, no, white has to move. No, what? If white moves one piece, no, then no EN-PESSANT.
Okay.
If
So-
white moves no. But if white moves this one, then also black can capture this white. Okay? Ask me, Nithila, because I know still there is doubt. What is your doubt?
If you move the white to F4,
F4. No, it is not mandatory for black to capture. It's black choice.
yeah. So the black has to come to
F3.
F3.
Like this.
And
Because pawn always captured diagonally, right?
no. If there was a queen in that place, the queen was in F3, so can the black?
No. Very good question. If queen is here, can pawn? No. Pawn cannot move. Pawn cannot move when something is blocking them, right?
No. When
Then-
pawn is at F4 and the
F4.
at F3,
F3 is what?
queen.
No,
Yeah.
it cannot happen. Na? If queen was here, then pawn cannot move, right?
Yeah.
Then pawn itself will not move. See,
Oh.
for pawns to move, except knight, every pieces can move only when there is nothing blocking them, correct?
Yes.
So this pawn anyway cannot move now, right or not?
Yeah.
Question
Understood.
clear? Good. Any other question, guys? Guys, ask me as many questions as you. EN-PESSANT is not easy. Divakarji, any question?
So like for example, if there are three white pawns in line, now EN-PESSANT will only work if the pawn moves two places or one places.
Only two places.
Only then it will work.
Only at that time. Suppose if this move one places, then EN-PESSANT is gone. Nothing is.
Okay, and now it cannot move two places because now it's the
Because
it's not
pawn
the
moves first
place.
time only two places. You are right.
And now, for example, if there are three whites,
Say
in
here.
continuation, anywhere these are three whites,
Yes.
and for example, the black is coming from between diagonally to capture one.
Just tell me, like, what should I know? Should I move to black now?
First, either you move the black to
Okay, let me put the
Okay.
original. Now tell me, what should I put
Yeah.
first?
Now, first, so three whites at two places.
Wait, let me again put it. Suppose one white is here, one
Yeah,
white is here,
yeah,
one white is
and one more.
okay.
And now, for example, the pawn with the queen, sorry, king.
This one.
The pawn
This
of the
one.
queen king comes two places.
Then it can directly capture, right?
Yeah, black has to capture.
No, white will capture.
white will capture, but by chance if black will capture first, for example, if the
No,
turn is of
okay.
black,
No, but then how black can do two moves? Because this black came, right?
yeah,
So no black moved this two. So no
Okay.
white has to do. So white has either captured like this, or white can capture EN-PESSANT like this. So when white moves this is gone. See, it will never happen that black move two pieces and again black can capture. No, because the EN-PESSANT will die there, right?
next chance is that only, yes.
But before that, because see, whoever move the two pieces, other person can capture. For example, suppose say somebody runs this. Now which white move can do EN-PESSANT?
So if F4 loses the opportunity,
F4.
Yeah, but this time it cannot do. I'll tell you guys, this time it cannot do. When it can do, I'll tell you. This time no EN-PESSANT, but what they can do is, suppose I'm here. Okay? And no black move is there. So black moves this. So because of that, this white loses the opportunity, right? So this white can do EN-PESSANT. The original cannot happen. Understood, guys? EN-PESSANT will work only. Let me put again.
Sir, I'd like to interrupt you, sir.
Yes, please, Aditya.
So earlier you performed the move that black to E5, right? And
Yes.
then you
Black
performed
to
the
E5. No, EN-PESSANT will not happen now immediately. No. Because nothing is passed, right?
Okay.
EN-PESSANT happen only when white or black loses the opportunity to capture.
Okay.
For example, as of now everything is okay. Okay. As of now everything is okay. Nothing okay. No, is okay. Now suppose move anything, it moves like this, right? Everything is okay, sir, for now.
Yes. Sir.
Now, if black either moves this, so then this white loses the opportunity, right?
Yes.
Or if black moves this too, again this white will lose the opportunity. Then only EN-PESSANT will happen for that white. So I'll give example for both. Suppose now if black moves this, so this white has lost the opportunity to capture, so it will capture. Understood or not?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Everyone, this is not easy. I told you EN-PESSANT is the most difficult rule. So tell me answers now, because with question answers you will get lot of ideas. Okay. So let's see. Suppose this here. Suppose it's here. Suppose say this here. Suppose say this is here. Suppose it's black chance now. Say it's here. Now, if I move this D2 to D4, will EN-PESSANT happen or not, and who will do? If I move D2 to D4,
so C4 can
and C4 will kill this and will come here. This is gone. That is. But EN-PESSANT is not mandatory. It's your choice. Ask me any more questions on EN-PESSANT. Initially, I will ask you to avoid this till you get very strong about it. But you should know that your opponent can do EN-PESSANT. Okay. Let me do one more scenario. Something is here. Something is here. Something is here. Something is no. There's something is here. White goes to this. Now tell me which move of black will give white the EN-PESSANT possibility. Which move? Now black has to move.
so E1,
E1, E, not even.
On to
E7 will
C5.
go. So yeah, one is E7 to E5 will give, right? Second thing is C7 to C5 will give white property, right? That's what you see Divakarji and who said? Aditya, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because it happens only on the first move of the two moves of, like when pawn moves first time two places. So it has to be at the 7th or the second rank. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
One
so there's
more
a doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
So what is the significance of that rule where en-passant can be performed only after that when the both the pawns are side by side? Why it cannot be performed later on?
Okay, no, but first, I'll tell you why. Because for that you have to go to history of the game. Initially, when See, pawn was initially when it started, they were like only one move, right? But little later, when it was modified, pawn was allowed for two moves. So when pawn was allowed two moves, then if we don't allow n%, then white is or black is losing the opportunity. So n% was done because of that. It is the normal way also. See, that's why initially I explained. If this pawn is here, this pawn is here, can this white pawn can move ahead without black can capture? No. Because no pawn can move whether giving the opportunity to other one to capture, right?
Right.
So that is why it's given. No, question is why it can be done later. I don't know, but most probably because then how will you remember how which pawn is? Because see, chess we have to do a lot of calculation, lot of studies, right? Again, I am not sure because why it was not allowed later, but my gut feeling is because there are 8 pawns, right? It's not that n% can happen only one pawn. N% can happen for any of the 16 pawns, right? Think of a scenario, Aditya, that I ran something and you have an n% opportunity, but you say you'll do it later. Then another you ran, I have opportunity. How you remember how many which pawns has n% possibility? Nobody will remember, right? That's very difficult. That is one of the reasons. That's why it should happen at that time. Otherwise, no. Yes, please.
So other reason could be that if pawn surpasses the basically other pawn, and if it later doesn't get captured, then it might get converted into a major piece later on.
So that anyway happen. See, even any pawn, if any pawn does not like it get captured, and suppose this pawn reaches here, obviously it will be converted to the any of the piece you want, depending on the what. So that is right. But that cannot be the reason because that anyway happen if you cannot capture. But your point was why it's allowed only at that moment, not later, right?
Yes, sir.
So I think the reason is that only the transient, because first time you do, then you can do. Otherwise, very difficult to maintain all this, right? 16 pieces. So everybody is clear about n%? Please tell me on chat, like big yes or big CC. Clear. So now we are going to start. Mute. Now we are going to start, guys. The very important rules, and I suggest you please write guys, because next 15-20 minutes should be very important, like how you strategize your game. I have seen a lot of people you playing games with me. You've done a lot of basic mistakes, so that's fine because that is the first thing you are doing, so that's fine. But understand how this basic philosophy. First of all, we'll discuss about. So let's talk about. Say, let me not bed. Let me write here some basic thing for all of you, which we are going to use. First of all, my suggestion is always apply till you are becoming very solid. Apply 3-point rule. Okay, you not find in book, but everybody is there a different way of saying. Apply the 3-point rule. Means what? Whenever you make a move, whenever you want to make a move, or whenever opponent moves, think about the 3-point. Always very critical. You will love that. Ask yourself 3 questions. Ask yourself 3 questions. I'll give you example. Before you move or before you see opponent moving, and why? First question is objective. What really want to do? Anything. Even if I want to do first move. Suppose I want to do first move like this. Why? What is my main? You cannot say I'm just randomly playing. No. Why? I'm not saying go in technical ski or doing King's Indian opening or you're doing Queen's Indian opening, King's opening. No, I'm not saying that. But there should be some study in mind that why you're making a certain move. What is the plan? You think at least for 3 or 4 pieces next line, right? You have to think about what at least 3 or 4 moves, right? So whatever you move. So suppose say I'm moving this because I want to quickly, as soon as black does, I'll move this out, I'll move this out, I have a space, I'll do the castle. So I started with that. That can be my reason. So first thing is ask yourself, first question, whatever move you're doing, why? Objective. What you try to achieve. by this move or next 3-4 moves. Okay. Second and third are the most important question you have to ask yourself. Obviously not at the start of first move, but after second, third, fourth move, you start asking. If you are moving something, was your piece defending something? Lot of people miss that. I have seen the games defending any piece. I'll give you example, okay? Lot of people do this mistake basically. I'll give you example. Suppose I move this. Somebody moves this. Say this. Now, suppose say I moved this. Okay? Somebody moved this. Or say this. I'm just trying to make some move where I want to give you what examples. Suppose say I moved now this. And suppose say, no, I don't have a proper place here, but suppose by some move it was here, okay, because my objective is. Now suppose whites move. Understand very important point now, what I'm saying. Now suppose I am thinking I want to move this. But this pawn is defending whom as of now? See, this bishop is being attacked by this knight, right? Everybody agree? This bishop is attacked by knight. Suppose say you assume like that, suppose knight was somewhere here, somewhere it came here. So then I have defended the bishop. And suppose somebody do something now. No, I suddenly thought, oh, can I move this? But before I move this, I should know this, why this pawn is defending whom? This pawn was defending. The moment I move this, there is no defense for this knight. So this can capture and I have a loss, right? What I'm saying is, before you move anything, you think about your piece. Was that piece defending any other of my pieces? And I have seen in the games which you have played, some of you, you forgot that, you moved it, and I will capture. Again, let me give one more example. Suppose some starting is there, say some starting is there, and say some starting is there, and say queen is here. Though this queen is not correct here, but okay, let me put it here. Then suppose say I put this, say I put this here, okay? And somebody puts here. Again, I'm trying to give some situation again. Now suppose say your black does this. As of now, white king is defended by whom? Tell me. As of now, white queen is defended by what?
Bishop.
Bishop. But if I say no whites move, and I start moving this, or I can suppose I am attacking something, say I am trying to attack this. But what cost? My queen is undefended, right? The point is, whenever you make any move, ask yourself, first is the objective of the move, then ask yourself, was the piece you are moving was defending any of these? Because our defense is very important. And then the third rule is, before you ask for attacking, ask this defense. And then you're asking is, whom or which piece you are going to attack. Because you cannot move random, right? You will have some reason for doing it, right? For example, let's say I start with E4. Sorry. Let's say I start with E4. Somebody started with E5. Now, tell me what is the objective of this move? Can anyone tell me? Very simple. Why move knight F3? What is the main reason?
Capture pawn.
Capture E5
Challenge
pawn,
pawn.
right? So because I have my strategy, oh, okay, let me capture that. Now I'll tell you why those pawns, but initial objective was let me that. But if I don't do this, and if I do this, what is my thinking behind it? Can anyone tell me? I am not attacking the black pawn on e5. I am trying to defend my pawn. Both are different or not? I'll again ask you. Say, I started with e4, black responded with e5. Now, if I do this, obviously I am thinking to attack this pawn. But if I start with this, it says I was thinking of defending my pawn. Now, black says black can do this. What is black doing now? Black is putting one attack. Though I have defended, but still she is putting one attack. Okay. I can put one more pawn to defend one more. So how many pieces are defending this? 1 and 2. Then black say, oh, it is. Let's try. Say black tries to do something. Say. Black says, okay. Yes. Is not tell me this black pawn is just random pawn or somebody defending this black pawn. Tell me d5. Is someone defending d5 or not yet?
Yes.
Who is defending d5?
Knight.
Knight.
One is the knight
Queen and knight.
and
Queen and knight.
2 defense and 2 attacks equal. Got it? You have to think every moment whom you are attacking with, what you are defending and whether defense is getting lost or not. Clear? These are very basic rules. We are going to talk about strategies. I am not studying strategies. These are 3-point rule. Is everyone understood what is 3-point rule? First, think of, if you don't want to think of 5 or 6 or 10 moves, think of at least 1 or 2 moves, what your objective. Then find out. And this is for everybody to think before move, whether you are defending one of your piece and what move you are doing, whether you are attacking, what you are going to attack on it. Clear? Basic study is clear? There can be many more examples. This is the basic rule. When you do any moves, at least first till you reach the 1800 level or 1900 level at least. Okay. Now I am going to share in next 2 or 3 weeks very good strategies. We'll start from today only. I'll tell you 2 or 3 strategies today. You start discussing, you start implementing that. Every class we are going to discuss 5 to 10 strategies with example. Okay. And please write down. This is a 3-point rule. We should follow for every move. Now, top strategies. And these are not the rules. These are not the chess rules. These are the strategies only. Means, is you can say basic chess principles. It's not that you should do it, but it is very good. If you start doing this, you will have a very good game. Strategy number 1. Please write. Strategy number 1. Capture the center. The most important. I have seen a lot of people who played with me, started with you. Many of you have not thought about capturing the center. I'll tell you why. But before that, tell me, what does this strategy mean? The most important strategy of chess is, unless you become a very strong player, then you can start thinking, but capture the center. What I mean by center here? Centers are 4 squares. You know what? This, let me put it. What does center mean? Center means this. I'll repeat. D4, D5, E4, E5. The first strategy every chess player should start doing is, how can I have my control on center? Means my control on D4, D5, E4, E5. That is the strategy. That is why 70 or 80% of games in the world, they start with either E4 or D4. Agree? The best, I'm not saying these are the best moves, because when you go very higher level, you start to doing some very different moves which opponent might not be aware. But solid play, E4. Why E4? Because out of the 4 square, you are already occupied 1, and tell me which square my E4 is attacking. Which square E4 is attacking my white pawn? D5, correct? Can anybody come on d5? No. White will capture. Correct or not? Suppose if somebody comes here, they cannot because white is attacking and this also attacking this. So the moment I put this e4, I am putting one thing is on me and one I am already attacking. Or to start with, say, queen's opening. Again, you see. This 4, right? E4, E5, D4, D5 should be your main theme. You should try to. That is why what happens is the moment we start doing this, if somebody do this, why? Okay, equal. As of now, E4, E5. You have putting one center, I am putting one center. Now I say, no, how come you are putting? I am going to attack your pawn. No, right? What I'm doing now? I am trying to weaken your center, right or not? So black say, oh, is it? Let me defend with it. No, you cannot be. See what he has done now. I can't capture. The whole fight is about center, guys. But see your games, lot of you. That's fine. But what you've done is somebody started with this, knight. Knight is not a bad opening. But the basic principle of chess is try to capture center as well. Agree? Many times people do that. They start with knight. Not wrong. They start with knight. But you know why? Because tomorrow, suppose does the big white will start doing again this. Same thing. Objective same. First they're putting knight to confuse. And then of the moment black put this, the fight is again always about center. Is everyone clear what is the meaning of center? Which 4 places are called as center of the board? E4, E5, D4, D5. You should try to capture those with your pieces. There will be strong fight, very strong fight to capture the center. Suppose if I put this, somebody will directly start thinking, okay, how can I attack this? Somebody will try to say this. No, here what is happening? It's a very interesting move, Scandinavian. It's called Scandinavian opening. But what? No, he is a E4, he is a D5. Was it a bad move? What is black trying to do here? Black is trying to fail the plans of white. White want to capture this. Black will do this. See, I'll tell you what is the problem with white now. If white capture this, problem is not about the pieces. See, what happened to king? There is empty out, very dangerous, very dangerous. Your king is like very open, right? And if white doesn't capture, so let me reset again, okay? White put this, black put this. If white doesn't capture, suppose say white says I will run this. Black still put this. Why? Yeah, let black go, but you're still white. See, pawns are the minor pieces, right? But they defend, there's a wall before the king. See, these pawns are very important in terms of giving a cover to king. But the see now, opposition, yeah, you can kill this. But knight anyway, the moment I put, say, this, knight has to move, right? See what happens now? Your king again is wide open. The point is, why black has, when I put this, what is thought behind the black? No. I will disturb the plan of white. I will not allow him to capture the center. And I will not allow him to plan what he is trying to do. I'll fail his plan. No, I'm not saying they are the best moves. But the fight is about center. Tell me any question. I'll tell you one more strategy. So first strategy was, any question, anyone? Capture the center. Your object is all about center. No question? Second is very important. I have seen lot of people have done that, or lot of people have not done that. Guys, your first 5 to 10 moves should be only about develop your pieces. Don't think about capturing or don't think about, okay, check. No, 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 no. Develop your pieces. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of develop your pieces?
Provide them space to move.
Exactly. First thing is provide a space. Secondly, your all of the pieces should be in a position to attack or defend. As of now, in the initial board, all of these pieces, tell me, all the pieces on the first rank are useless, right? So start with or not? Start with all these pieces are useless or not? For a moment. Yes, pawns are defending this, but doesn't matter. So develop your pieces. Develop your pieces means what? Start. I'll tell you something very important which is called tempo. The whole case is about tempo. I'll tell you what is tempo means if you don't know. The whole point is about tempo. But for understanding what is develop your pieces means. For example, I'll move. Okay. So why I moved this? Can anyone tell me what is the objective of moving E4? I tell you center. But there are two more objectives. Can somebody tell me? Why I done E4? I am thinking three things here. One is capturing center. There are two more things. Anyone? Dhuvantika, Cynthia, Deepa. Deepa, where are you? Gariba?
So queen and bishop can move freely.
That's the point. I am trying to open path for bishop. See, bishop cannot hop, right? Queen cannot hop. I am making the path for my queen to go out. I can develop them. Tomorrow, if suppose they does, I am very much okay to do this also. So I developed my bishop. Why? My bishop is attacking this, right? Very good, Deepa. Got everybody? So develop pieces. I put this. Then black say, okay, you are trying to develop your pieces. I'll also develop my knight. Then black say, okay, what is the objective of my this? Tell me why I moved this knight now. I have two things in mind. Tell me everybody why I moved this knight now and F6 and F3. Anyone? Divyesh, Mishita, Nitila, Divakar ji, Arnav. Why I moved knight? What is the reasoning behind it?
D4 is safeguarded and even we can kill the pawn, attack the pawn.
First of
E5.
all, E5 is attacking. D4 I could not safeguard because no, this cannot do. But yeah, E5 you are right. I am attacking E5. There is one more reason. Can everybody think of there is one more reason of moving just after three moves?
Checkmate.
Checkmate. I'll tell you all those Rui Lopez, all those, but yeah, as of now, checkmate is little far still, but there is one basic thing in my mind. Do you see this empty space? Why? Why made this empty?
Castling.
Castling.
I want to do castling as soon as possible without before somebody interrupt me, right? So if black does not do any move which really harms me or which attacks me, suppose say black does this, I can do castling and say I am at least happy now. My king a little bit safeguarded, right? So what are the three things? First thing is 3-point rule. Second thing is center is the point. All about center. D4, D5, E4, E5. Third thing is develop your pieces. As of now, is this rook developed? No. Is this knight developed? No. Developed? No. Developed? No. Only piece developed are 1, 2, and 3. Correct? And king. King also you can say is safeguarded. Clear everyone? Now, what is queen can move? Now queen can move definitely, yes. Now what is tempo? Anybody know? Whole objective of, I not say objective, the fight is always about center and then the tempo. You know what is tempo in the chess means? Deepa, Karima, anyone?
I know the literal meaning.
So isn't it like speed?
Tempo is space.
Space, speed.
So
What
pace,
is
space.
space? Okay.
So not space, pace, P-A-C-E.
Speed or pace, right? PAC. Okay. So in chess, the tempo means, I'll explain you. It's related to the how you develop your pieces. See the example now, okay? Because chess is always won or lost by just one move. You know that? Just because of difference of one move. For example, listen very carefully, okay? Suppose say I move this. Okay? Because I got one opportunity, I developed my piece. Okay, what this has done, this has moved this. Say, let me see whether it's correct. Okay, fine. Now, if I move this, what will happen? King is checked. Now, suppose somebody does this. See, initially, first two things are what? Capture the center and develop your pieces. I was trying to give check unnecessarily. What pawn is doing? Stopping me. And suppose I come back. I lost the tempo. I wasted my two moves. In this two moves, I could have developed my one piece or two plays, right? I lost two tempo. In these two moves, I am at zero only. Black at least I developed something. By bad or good, but developed. I lost the tempo. Tempo is those moves which you are moving, or you are like suppose I can make three moves, you can make three moves. In three moves you developed something, I could not. I lost the tempo. Or you can say the moves. I lost the moves. One more example. Suppose say I done this and say somebody does again this. I done this to attack something and say suppose say somebody does this. So what I can do? I can again have to go back, right? They're still fine. Suppose I still go back, no problem. Now Black is smart. Black does this. It's not a good move, but still. So what will I do? I have to again either go back. I could go here or something's good. I gone back. So I am losing my tempo or not? I'm losing my tempo. So don't try to advance. Again, we are going to do a lot of strategy, but don't unnecessarily advance or give check unless it helps you to development. Don't just give check because of pleasure. Don't just move the pieces because you want to look, oh, I am moving so fast. No, don't do that. Don't lose tempo. Because chess game will be won or lost just by one move. It will be only one move difference, guys. You don't think, oh, if I got one more move before that, I would have said this. Understood everybody what is tempo? Now tell me. These are the three strategies. We are going to in the next class lot of strategies. But I want all of you to start playing as many moves before Monday, because start developing your pieces. Guys, the only thing you should have in next 5 or 6 moves is start developing your pieces. Think about attack, think about defense, think about objective. Okay? Tell me anybody any question. Hope you learned something new things today in terms of how to start the games, how to approach and strategy. Now next 2, 3, 4 classes will be all. I'm going to tell you at least 40 or 50 strategies which you should apply so that it become little more solid game. And after that, when you're doing very solid, we'll start talking about, you can set traps, we can talk about different openings, we can talk about different exchanges and all this. Okay? Any question before we close today? All good? So move as much as possible, please, everyone. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you. And Dhruvantika, you can stay for a moment if you want to show your screen and tell me what is not working. Our class is done, so that anybody who want to stay, welcome. But everybody, we are done for today. Okay? Thank
Good night,
you.
sir.
Good night,
Good night, sir.
everybody. Good night, Aditya.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Yes.